Deep inside a bright green forest, where rivers sparkle and trees whisper in the wind, lived two very unusual friends. One was small, fluffy, and very hardworking. She loved the stream, the sunflowers, and being ready for whatever came next. And high above her, perched in a cheerful heart, lived the other, a free-spirited parrot who loved to fly. She whispered, nudging berries into her little backpack. Above her, Kiko watched with a wide, playful grin.
Gee, Lumi, why are you always working? The sky is beautiful today. Come play!
I would love to play, Kiko,
She said with a warm, knowing smile. And she meant every word. Laughed at the idea and flapped his bright wings. Winter was so far away. Life was too beautiful and the sky was calling his name. But Lumi kept working, patiently and quietly, believing something deep in her heart. Being prepared today makes tomorrow easier.
A few weeks later, dark clouds rolled over the forest. The wind howled, and the rain poured down for many long days. The ground turned muddy and cold. The berries disappeared. The insects hid. The forest grew very, very quiet.
One cold morning, Lumi peeked outside her warm burrow, scanning the gray, rain-soaked world spread out before her. Near the stream, she saw Kiko sitting quietly under a leaf, his bright feathers wet and drooping, looking sadder than she had ever seen him.
are you okay?
She reached out one small paw toward her friend. He whispered that he had not eaten for 2 days. All the fruit was gone, and he had saved nothing at all. Nothing. Lumi thought for one quiet moment. Then she smiled warmly, turned around, and hopped back inside her cozy burrow. Returned with a small pile of carrots, berries, and seeds, enough for both of them, and held it out to her friend with open paws. You are sharing? Even after I laughed at you? And Lumi simply nodded. Friends help each other. Something warm filled Kiko's heart that day. A quiet promise made without words. He would always be there for Lumi too. Always. One sunny afternoon, the forest sparkled after the rain. Everything glittered. The grass, the stream, the petals of the sunflowers. Lumi had been working hard all morning. Now she was thirsty, and the cool, sparkling stream looked wonderfully inviting. Be careful. The rocks are still slippery.
I hop on rocks all the time.
Her little paw touched the smooth, rain-soaked stone. It slipped. Everything happened in a terrible instant. She splashed into the rushing water. The current caught her immediately, pulling her downstream, fast, cold, and unstoppable. Help! Kiko! She cried. The water was strong and she could not swim. Every splash carried her further from the shore. Kiko saw everything. Without thinking for a single second, he launched himself off the branch and dove toward the water below. He snatched a long, broad leaf from the riverside branches and dropped it spinning into the rushing water right beside his friend. Lumi grabbed the leaf with both paws and held on as tight as she could. It floated steadily toward the shore. Pull, pull. She climbed hand over paw up the leaf and finally her paws touched solid ground again. She was safe. Lumi, are you okay?
Kiko, I'm okay, thank you.
He smiled up at her friend, eyes soft and shining.
You saved me.
She said simply, and those words meant everything. Kiko puffed his feathers proudly.
That's what friends are for.
He declared, and the forest sparkled all around them as if it agreed. On a beautiful calm morning, Lumi was hopping through the bushes humming her favorite little song. Then she stopped, completely still. Something felt different. The birds had gone quiet. The air itself seemed to hold its breath. Behind a large tree stood a hunter. He held a wooden slingshot, raised and aimed, pointing it carefully at something high above in the branch dropped. There, on the branch above, was Kiko, singing without a care in the world. He did not see the danger at all, heard one quiet word. And Lumi's heart made its decision before her paws even moved. She had to act. Now. Faster than she ever had. Her tiny paws barely touching the leaf litter, her heart pounding like a drum in her chest. Up the hunter's boot. Up his leg. She climbed without slowing, without looking back, without a single moment of fear. And chomp! She bit as hard as she could. Hunter cried out and jerked. The slingshot fired far away into the trees. Harmless. The sound snapped Kiko awake. His wings opened in a heartbeat and he launched himself straight up into the sky. Safe, free, and clear. The hunter looked around, confused and frustrated, but there was nothing to see. He stomped off into the forest and did not come back. Lumi stayed perfectly still in the tall ferns, barely breathing, watching and waiting until the forest went completely quiet again. Kiko came back to the branch, tilting his head left and right, his bright eyes searching the forest below. What on earth had just happened?
It was me.
She said softly.
You were in danger.
Did not say it proudly. She said it quietly, naturally, as if it were simply the only choice she could have ever made. For a long moment, Kiko just looked at her. His big eyes were full of something he did not yet have words to express. Lumi, you saved my life. And the words came out carrying the weight of everything. She smiled at him, a smile so warm it seemed to light the whole forest around them. Then Kiko gently wrapped his bright wings around his tiny friend. It was great. You may be small, but you are the bravest creature in this entire forest. From that day forward, the two friends stayed together by the stream they both loved, side by side, always. They worked together, Lumi gathering below while Kiko scouted above. They were a perfect, unstoppable team. They played together, chasing dragonflies and dancing with the wind along the sparkling water. Pure, joyful, whenever trouble came, they faced it side by side, because they knew now, without any doubt, what true friendship really meant. Everyone who watched them learned something they would never, ever forget.
A true friend shows up when it matters most. A true friend stands by your side, always. No matter how big or small you are, true friendship is the most powerful and magical thing in the whole wide world. So the little bunny with the sparkling blue eyes and her bright feathered friend lived on, side by side in their magical forest home. Streams sang for them, the sunflowers swayed for them, and the whole forest held them safe. Together, always together, appeared. Their laughter was the last sorrow sound the forest heard. This is the kind of friendship that lasts forever, the kind that makes you brave, the kind that makes you feel whole. Forever together, forever brave, forever home in their beautiful forest. Oh, dear friends, the story of the forest teaches us something we must always carry with us in our hearts. True friendship means helping each other, no matter how big or small you are. That is the greatest truth of all. Because in the forest, and in your life, the most magical thing of all is a true and loyal friend by your side. Thank you for spending this special time with Lumi and Kiko. We hope their story warmed your heart today. Your days always be full of kindness, courage, and the very best of friends, just like Lumi and Kiko.
This story made you smile? Please give it a like and share it with someone you love, so their day gets a little warmer too. And subscribe so you never miss. See you next time, dear friend, from Lumi and Kiko.